So it's played back by Morich. Bevan, the Stamatilis. Bevan. Jonty Bush has it on halfway. Bush trying to cut back inside. Did well to beat Lewis Lobo. Bevan, the former Wolf, goes to Stamatilis. Stamatilis works it wide. Lozano back into Katsuta. Lozano utilising Stamatilis now. Goes to Nenad Vekic. Bevan now has it. Jonty Bush down this left-hand side. Lewis Lobo couldn't stop him. Bevan. Stamatilis was going with a little space, but he now works it to the right. Lozano's got support. Goes back to Stamatilis. Stamatilis. Bevan again. What can they muster here? Played on from Fernandez. Stamatilis. Lozano's got Roberts. Cornwell's there. Wins the ball, but headed it out for a corner on that far side of the ground. The car park end, or one of the car park ends of this venue. Could call it the boulevard end if that's the better term. Roberts, an outswinger. He got a foot onto it, Morich. Couldn't do much with it. Heads it again. Nicholas tries to win the ball. But the head tennis going on. Eventually a foul called going the way of Spirit. As I mentioned last week, Spirit. That draw against Sydney FC at the Arctic Circle. The last time these two teams met was at the Arctic Circle last year, where they drew 2-2. The opening time these two teams met was back here last year in round 3. It was a good win that day by the Sharks, defeating Spirit 1-0. They'll be looking to get the win today. I think that was the opening win of the Sharks season. Stamatilis works it back. Vekic back to Stamatilis. Vekic. Now going to the story about Vekic, Nenad Vekic. I've got to tell you this because it's very important. I am friends with him on Facebook, and as you do, you scroll around on Facebook looking at seeing what people are doing. Normally it's about concerts, and this week we've been flooded with Taylor Swift photos and the like. Well, Nenad Vekic is trying to flog a car. He's trying to flog a 2019 Subaru WRX. As Roberts, he has possession, but he's beaten by Nicholas. And Nicholas turns around, and he goes back to Marquez, and Marquez works it up the line. Was touched off Whitworth. Eventually cleared by Cornwell. Stamatilis will get onto the end of it, and we'll go back to the used car salesman and Vekic. But yeah, selling a WRX, so if you're interested, just hit him up. 2019 edition. As Roberts crosses it in. It's a chance here, but he really couldn't get the control Fernandez was looking for. And it goes out for a goal kick. But yeah, I just love that. I love the fact everybody's using Facebook Marketplace and the like to sell stuff. So, yeah. So, Nenad will be called the used car salesman today. As I said last week, it was great to hear him, the way he was trying to boost his side. As he's now trying to beat the challenger, and does nicely. I was disappointed with his performance last week. A couple of instances, it was like, I wish I had my time again. As Nicholas works it up the line. Roberts can't do much with it. Nicholas was able to let it go. Now Spirit are looking to make their raid here with Cornwell. I'll look to set something up here as Backmars goes back to Cornwell. Lum was calling for it, but they go to Nicholas. Nicholas goes back to the right. Nicholas, Cornwell. Back Muzz. He's got Chidiac on his right, but he decides to boot it long. He's chasing Wigan, but Nuno Vekic makes the save. Now it's Morich for the Sharks. Okay. I always get worried when I see the words Mickey Brock has sent you a message. He's saying, nice to turn on the coverage and listen to those tones of yours, and appreciate the comments, Mickey. I know he's at Rockdale tomorrow for the encounter there. As Kotaro Katsuda working it to the right. Stamatellis heads it down. Nicholas works it on to the left. Wigan trying to work it back. At the end, it will go to the Sharks here, the ball. Foul was called inches from the far side. As Vekic, well, he's going to work back to get to the ball. Wasn't really panic stations, but you always worry when a ball is loose and your keeper's a bit too far forward, even though that was nowhere near, or was never going to be near the goal. But still, you're always going to be careful. Just makes you scared, especially when you're in the grandstand and you used to keep, you go, oh, no, don't, please no, don't happen. As Fernandez works it back to Bevan. Bevan goes to Vekic. Nuno Vekic, who does play high. Stamatellis goes back to Bevan. Bevan, he's got support, goes down the middle. The touch on was nice by Jackson, and the ball by Roberts was a bit too much for Jackson, but I think this will be a foul here. Roberts has taken down the challenge. Stephen Lucas is on the spot. He's made the call. So there you go. We'll get the foul here. The Sharks, as Kotaro Katsuda works it on to the right. And Stamatellis. He's got support. Golisano's there. Roberts, Golisano. Saw Morich was looking to make a run. Didn't utilise him. They've gone back to Stamatellis. Now it's Bevan. Jonty Bush looking to work it back. It's Bevan once more. Stamatellis boots it. Roberts, nice ball. Scarugia! Great save, Marquez. Well, Christopher Marquez, he got himself in a good spot. And that is what you want to see from a keeper. Scarugia was looking for his second for the season, not to be. Levi Scarugia, I've seen a lot of him this year as he builds up his career at the Sharks. There's a Rockdale and Harkoa Jr. As Kotaro Katsuda and the like give away the foul, so Lum quickly plays it on to Cornwell. And Grant will go to the left to Nicholas. And then the high-shorted Whitworth. And now it's on. Wigan. Whitworth. Now it's a ball by McKinley. Noble. McKinley. Crosses it in. Stamatellis is there. Eventually heads it up and goes out for a corner. On the shopping side of the field, of course, where the Miranda Fair is. I think it's still... Well, look, I know they probably don't call it Miranda Fair anymore, but that's what I call it. I know it's old school. It's probably an old school line, but whatever. I don't care. It's where the shops are. Can I just say, even though there's 1,000 shops, I still can't find anything. No word of a lie. There's only one shop I buy stuff at now, and it's a model car shop. Anyway, let's see what Spirit can do. The in-swinger. Stamatellis again using his head, but a shot by Whitworth. It was saved. It's pushed away eventually. It'll be a throw on this near side. But he had a chance, Whitworth. Not to be. Bradley, you're looking to strike those. Didn't get any time last week. Getting starting time today, which is good. Whitworth, of course, won his trade at Nepean and Spartans in the Australian competitions. He's played in New Zealand competitions, a Wakefield boy initially. So that time at Hamilton, Magpies FC and Miramar Rangers. There's Bush. Bevan. Stamatilis. Bevan again. Stamatilis. Lozano on the right. Notifications for the ground announcer, maybe reminding him not to have these sounds on. As it's played through by Jackson. Here's Jonty Bush trying to cross it in. Whitworth is there. It will be a corner to the chagrin of David Perkovic. He's talking to the fourth official, just watching this. Perko, as I said, he's the best dressed coach in the game. There's no question about it. In the NPL New South Wales, best dressed coach. And we'll bring that in the awards this year. There's a few that I've been hoping to be part of the award system. And hopefully that one gets up. Corner comes in, but Marquez is there to make the save. I've said it before. Awards nights should have best dressed coach, best hairdo, best canteen. I've gone on those three things for a while. So Spirit now trying to set something up again. Zukas couldn't really do much. He's been stifled a little bit. Golden Boot winner last year in New Zealand. Very good player. The chat about him, and I think there's a lot of excitement. Of course, he was a part of the Wellington Phoenix setup. It's that time at Wellington Olympic and Norse and Tropics as well. Ball up the line by Bush. Scarugia needs to cut back inside, can't. It's cleared away. Stamatilis, though, has to work it back to Nurno Vekic. Vekic will clear it to Bevan. Bevan works it on. So let's see what the Sharks can set up now. Stamatilis, Jonty Bush, and that ball clearly out. Jonty Bush didn't start last week. He gets the starting chance today. Of course, players that we aren't seeing today that we saw last week. Jacob Gardner, who did start. I think that's the one major change. McGowan does drop back to the bench. No Ahmed not playing today. There's Roberts. He had Bush. Well, he had Scarugia as well, but didn't utilise him. Now it's Ollie Wigan on the left. Wigan making Gulisano work. Wigan crosses it in. Stamatilis, he has to clear it back. And luckily Jonty Bush was able to head of the way because that could have been an own goal. He's trying to come across to make an effort was Chidiac, couldn't. All goes out for a goal kick. Stamatilis working it back. Bevan. Jonty Bush. Morich was able to beat Wigan at the end. Stamatellis now on the right to Golisano. Golisano across the face. Jonty Bush again is there. Goes back to Golisano. He's got Roberts. That right side, Roberts. He making a play back to Stamatellis. Stamatellis calling for the runner. That's on nicely by Morich, and then Golisano back, or I should say Roberts back. And then Morich to Roberts, taking down the challenge. We'll go out for a throw for Spirit. So be a throw on the outer side. Still waiting on Roberts to just sort out his boots. So throw will be taken on the far side of Seymour Shaw. Wigan played it back. He's lobbed up. Nicholas couldn't do much. As now Katara Katsuda, he's got a chance here. He tried to play it down for himself, couldn't. Did touch off Spirit, will be a corner. And now Sutherland is starting to really set something up. Katara Katsuda had an opportunity to score for the Sharks. Denied, but how long can Spirit hold? Because Sutherland are looking to set up. As Jonty Bush goes back to Roberts. Short corner here. Golisano chips it up. Head it down. Spirit won't gain control. And the ball goes back to Vekic. And at Vekic going to the left. Jonty Bush up the line. Jackson back to Jonty Bush. Bevan. Stamatellis, who has to work for it. And Stamatellis again will look to go to the middle. Then Vekic. Bevan. Look, much more structured this week, Sutherland. I've got to say, having Stamatellis back in the lineup just adds so much. As I said, Jonty Bush starting today. Stamatellis on the right, finds Roberts. Works it to Katara Katsuda. Tried to slice it on to Scarugia, couldn't. The ball goes out for a throw on the outer side. Spirit. They're weathering this storm on the field. I wonder if both sides will weather the storm that will be coming through later on. As Jackson loses possession. Lobo wins his side the throw. Very good player, Lewis Lobo. He's been a talent to watch over the years. Ex-Fraser Park, University of New South Wales. Ball played back. Lum works it up. Stamatellis, he's going to come back for it. The header to Nuno Vekic. Vekic realising Golisano back to Stamatellis. Jackson. Nice ball on by Fernandez. Scarugia, he's on the outside of his man. It's played out. Smart work by Ante Bakmaz. He was in the right position. Throw comes in. Scarugia couldn't do much for the Sharks. Jonty Bush loses possession. Sharks looking to build again. Bush. Taro Katsuda. Stamatellis. The Sharks now go forward. Golisano, Roberts, Golisano, Stamatellis, Jonty Bush. Bush, Stamatellis again. Head down by Kotaro Katsuta. Played on by Cornwell. Referee calls it back. Sharks player on the grounds. Roberts again. And he's not looking good here. Jordan Roberts on the grounds. Just having a look at the incident on Football New South Wales on YouTube. Just a challenge that went begging, really. They'll just both going for the ball and just touch each other. That's about it. You can't say much about it. Is what it is. As I said, you can watch all the action on Football New South Wales on YouTube. Your favourite website. You'll be able to see all the action throughout the 2024 season, with the highlights as well on NPL.TV. Well, I should say on NPL New South Wales Facebook page. It's the old platform, NPL.TV. Again, I'll put a couple of coins in the jar for that. Now going back to how we started YouTube streams. Talking about YouTube streams, I love YouTube. I'm a big YouTube fan. I probably spend a good 48 hours of the week on YouTube. And partly, half of it is for work and half of it's for play, as the ball is played up by Spirit. I'll go back to my point at the moment, because they're going to set up something here. Chidiac spinning around. Jackson was on him. Jackson did play it out. So, as I said, I spend a lot of time on YouTube, and I don't know why, but I'm now so interested in watching various documentaries or watching Americans reacting to stuff. I don't know why. Americans reacting to stuff is hilarious. As that's a bad challenge. Yellow card will be given. Chidiac sort of not understanding why the card was given, but Scarugia was taken down. So Scarugia now getting himself in position. Did come in from the side. It was actually Lum there, not Chidiac. Chidiac was just remonstrating about the challenges all. Another foul called. Kotaro Katsuta was absolutely bowled over. So 2 yellow cards so far in this game. Cornwell and Lum. Just confirming those two. As Chidiac was chasing for the ball. Didn't need to. Goes out for a goal kick. Follows pass. Chidiac. Mazukas. Chidiac again. Katsuta was pressure. Jackson back inside. Moric, Katsuta. Now Stamatellis. Looking to work this on to Golisano. He's got Roberts. Roberts is pressured by Nicholas. The ball goes out for a throw for Spirit. So working the 30th minute of this first half. Stamatellis is going to come back. Vekic is going to clear. Whitworth pressured. Offside flag up. Jared McKinley. Good-sized crowd in today at Seymour Shore. It's a beautiful viewing ground, I've got to say. It's lovely to watch a game, especially the twilight schedule, something they have built over the last couple of years. Scarugia has it on this right side, back, and Roberts taken down the challenge. Ball does go over for a goal kick. But as I said, it's such a great ground to go and watch a game of football. A lot of people talk about the fact that the Sharks used to play at Shark Park, and a lot of people have gone, oh, it'd be nice to see them at a stadium like that. But there's something about coming here. It's always great to watch a game. And as Lobo spins around, he's got Katsuta on him. He goes back to Chidiac. Chidiac goes back. Backmars goes to Marquez. And yeah, look, I get it would be great facilities for us on a standpoint like that, but at the same time, we've got great facilities here at Seymour Shore. And as I said, it's an intimate, and that's what I love about the NPL grounds. We've got such an intimate atmosphere. And it's great, like tomorrow, it's going to be awesome to see Apia at Leichhardt as the ball goes back to Nuno Vekic. And it's great that Leichhardt's going to get used, and obviously National Second Division next year for Apia. And they'll be looking to make it their home ground again. But there is something special about going to Lambert Park. And you could say the same thing about, you know, games at Sydney United Sports Centre, how special it is always being there. Same as Marconi. And then atmospheres over the last couple of years, Arctic Circle, and that's building, and of course it's played on from Fernandez and Spirit looking to make a raid. Stamatilis goes back to Morridge, and Roberts works it on. Morridge again on a run. Morridge will go back to Katara Katsuta. Katsuta now to Scarugia. Scarugia is pressured. Roberts again on the right. Morridge. And it's played at the end from McKinley. It's headed down by Gulisano. Scarugia is trying to spin across. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Now, I was just going to say before, the Arctic Circle's built up over the last couple of years. Obviously, the promotion to the NPL helps, but maybe it's the fact that we've made this. I've got to say, if it wasn't for Eric Subiano and a couple of others, I don't think the Arctic Circle would have the cult following it does. There is something about, and we've put Christie Park on the map. And I know that the Arctic Circle, look, I can tell you now, there is a couple of people that are trying to get the name changed on Google to the Arctic Circle. It is a cold place. He's taken off the ball there, Chidiac. It was on the run too from Jackson, so not much venom really in that. Marquez will set it up again. But, as I said, we're trying to change it on Google. That's how much the Arctic Circle has become the new name. Sharks now have it on the left. Bevan. It goes out for a throw on this near side, but my point is, these grounds make such a great atmosphere, and it's always great to come to an NPL game, and you can watch every game live and free in 2024 on Football New South Wales YouTube. Subscribe and you'll see everything. Every game is on demand, and that's the great thing about it. You just, and for those who are trying to find the games, to make it easy, go to live. So that will be where the live stream of the game was. So Spirit now go down this right side. Wigan. He's got Lobo on his right. He utilises him. Lobo is going to go back to Wigan. He's going to go back to Chidiac. And Chidiac comes back. Backmarks. Cornwell. And the Sharks will try to shut it down, though McKinley's trying to beat Gulisano, but he was able to work on to Roberts. And Katsuta's got it. So if you go Football New South Wales, And if you're looking for a game that has been streamed, you hit live, and that's where you'll see all the games. So for those who may be going, I can't see it once the game's done, it's on live. So that's where you can see the full replay. It's a bit confusing, but that's the way the YouTube website does operate. So you just have to hit live on, if you go into the Football New South Wales profile on YouTube. Just a note there. Jonty Bush works it up the line. Too much for Jackson. Trying to clean up that confusion if you are trying to work out why you can't find him on there. So there's a bit of a wrestle going on here now. Oh, geez, that's not good. Jonty Bush and Wigan, and that's a red card, and Jonty Bush is going. He's been told to pack his bags, and now there's a skirmish on. Jonty's been told, just go, just go. Stephen Lucas is telling him, just go. He's on the ground here, Wigan. I was watching this, and he's got dirt in his eyes. It's been cleaned off by Nicholas. Absolute carnage right here. Jonty's still chatting to Stephen Lucas. He's saying, look, it's where your boots were. And he's told to go. He hasn't gone yet. He's going to walk off eventually. Stephen Zorich can't believe it as well. And Jonty's day is done as the staff now just check to see if Nicholas is all right to continue. Oh, not Nicholas, sorry. Wigan to continue. Just getting the dirt out of his eyes in that situation. It was Nicholas who was actually cleaning it up in the first place. That's why I had him on the brain. But yeah, it didn't look good. You can have a look on the replay or live action. Just skim back, and I was just watching it. And I thought, this is interesting what's happening off the ball. And then we saw the incident. And as I said, it's not a great incident. I think we're focusing on the... Well, actually focusing on the play. Just having a look now on the stream. And Katsuda was having a battle for the ball. And as I said, I saw it on the corner of my eye going, oh, this is not good. And, yeah, Jonty Bush has to go. From what it appeared like, and again, I don't want to say anything to over dramatise it or anything. It was wherever his boot was placed, and as I said, there was dirt in the eyes of Wigan, so you can work out what's happened from there. But that is basically the situation. I'm not trying to over dramatise what happened there. Spirit got the man advantage as it goes out for a goal kick, and that's going to help Spirit big time. Though Sutherland, they'll rally on. They're not averse to be playing with 10 men. It's happened in the last couple of years for them, and that's not saying anything about behaviour on the field. It's just what's happened in the past where they've had to play a man down on occasion. So they'll restructure as Vekic gets himself in a good spot. And I think that's going to be the good thing here, even though they're down to 10 men, because Vekic is such a loud and vocal player, and he's going to help. And same as Stamatelis, him being back, as I said, the way they're playing is a bit different to last week, as they start to gel as a team. So it helps big time having those two players in particular. Jonty Bush, if you just joined us, a red card. First red card of the season for the Sharks. Not that will be a stat that you really want to bring up. Whitworth got Lum in a good spot. Wiggins now on a run. He's got support. Wigan goes for a shot, deflects off Morich. Corner. But Bazookas was on a run. He was on the run in that situation, but just didn't utilise him. I was watching Stephen Zorich talking to the fourth official. Corner to be taken. Again, Spirit get one here in this situation. Fired in by Lum. Punched away by Vekic. Wanted to have a shot, but didn't there, McKinley. There's Roberts. Loses possession. Backmars to the left. Lum spinning around. Lum going forward. Bazookas, a chance. It's missed everything. Goal kick. What about that? Should have went in. Yet to get on the scorer sheet. Trying to work out what I was about to say. I'm trying to say scrap and scrape and ended up with scrat. I don't know what scrat is. McKinley trying to find Lobo on a run. Lobo down this right side. He's got support if he needs it. Jackson does touch it, so it will be a corner. So it will be Lum to take this. Got the feeling Lum will probably try to target here Bazookas, but they go short instead. Chidiac tries to cross it in, touches off Katsuda. The ball will come back. Wigan utilising Nicholas, and he utilises the high-shorted Whitworth. And I'll tell you who Whitworth reminds me of, and I think a lot of people would agree, Matt Mackay from the Brisbane Roar, when he used to wear his shorts high. It's just got that look, and you can see it, how similar it is. As the ball is speared into the area, it's headed over the top. Again, Lum, he gets himself in a good spot, but just couldn't get the head in the right direction. Score remains 0-0. So for those just tuning in, a red card to Jonty Bush does mean Sutherland are down to 10 men. 2 yellow cards have been given to Spirit, Cornwell and Lum. I'm not going to say a spiteful game as such, but since that moment of the red card happened, it has all of a sudden just quieted down. Obviously, both sides were put on notice with that red card going, oi, I'm willing to give a red card if you do push me that far. And Stephen Lucas controlling the situation. He's on a run here, Chidiac, but the flag is up, offside. Ethan Bevan to take this. Of course, last night was 2-0 to Sydney FC, defeating Manly. So, strange 7 days, isn't it, for Manly, on top of the world after winning the opening game of the season and then losing to Sydney FC. Sydney FC, of course, they came off that draw from Spirit, so a win and a draw to start their season off. Sydney FC, and Other games about to, or have started. Sydney Olympic and St George City in progress. 0-0 after 16. Wigan is in position on the left. Works inside. The ball does come up here. And 2 minutes. 2 minutes of injury time has been added on. At the minimum, of course. So Spirit working it back inside. Bevan's there to clear it. Wigan's going to come back. Roberts is there too for Sutherland. Battle between those two. Wigan will win that out. Tonight, Hills play Wanderers at 7 p.m. Hills' first home game in NPL men's, which is going to be outstanding in the top flight. And Will Gotsis will be calling that historic occasion. It's a really watershed moment. It's a really great moment for football in the Hills. They won last week their opening game in the NPL men's, but to have a home game is going to be special. And Landon Stadium, which is obviously a ground that has seen plenty of NPL with Blacktown City, but the Hills supporters will make it a big day. So the foul goes the way of Sutherland. Hills play Wanderers tonight, as I said, 7 p.m. And you'll be able to hear Will Gotsis calling. And Dave McDonald will be ground announcing, and he'll do a great job, D-Mac. And Eric Subiano will be there enjoying the pizzas. And St George Saints play Blacktown City at 7 p.m. That game at Rockdale. It's actually a big weekend at Rockdale because they've had a game, or will have a game all weekend, Friday to Sunday. Hosting last night's game, Sydney FC now playing at Rockdale. And of course, tomorrow it will be St George City. Well, go again, Nick, to get that right. It will be, of course, Rockdale who will play Marconi. Half-time in this one. It is 0-0 between Sutherland and Spirit. Just reconfirming, Jonty Bush got the red card. That has now got Sutherland playing a man down, and 2 yellow cards for Spirit, Grant Cornwell and Jared Lum. It's half-time, no score between Spirit and Sutherland. Just repeating in the games this weekend. Sydney United play Wollongong tomorrow at 3 p.m. and Apia play Central Coast Mariners at Leichhardt Oval. That game's scheduled, I think, for 4:30 or 4 o'clock to be exact. It should be an interesting game coming up. But we'll break and come back soon for Sutherland and Spirit FC on Football New South Wales and YouTube's coverage for NPL New South Wales competition. Welcome back to Seymour Shore, second half between Sutherland and Spirits. And this is the second half coming your way. Sutherland. Red card to Jonty Bush. That red card does mean Sutherland down to 10 men. Looking to get the elusive goal they've been looking for. Second half is underway. And let's see what the Sharks can do on attack, because they've actually been pretty good in this first half. And they'll be looking to get a goal they probably deserve in a lot of regards. Shiriaga now, he's got possession. The ball is played on to Roberts on the right. Roberts plays it up the line, but went out. Nicholas throws it in. Cornwell. Played up by Backmars. The ball goes out for a throw on this near side. Nicholas throws it back into Lum. Either way, the substitutions, or the substitutes that we're hopefully going to see in the second half for both sides. On the bench for the Sharks, Jacob Cowan, James Kakowski, Max Green, Jay McGowan, Chris Lindsay and Luke Sawyer. And for Spirit, Jack Greenwood, Kyle Shaw, Braden Burr, Zachary Chanchi and Jesse Michelle, as well as Kyle Bennett. It's coming back as Golisano, and now it's booted by Vekic. Goes out for a throw on this near side. Throw comes back. Cornwell. Sharks. Roberts on the right side. He's looking for possession, I reckon. He could be a target here. Vekic, though, will go straight down the middle. Skewed right. Shiriaga wanted to get onto it. Touched off Spirit. Throw for the Sharks. Shiriaga can't get to it initially. Foul is called. Katsuda taking down the challenge. Golisano comes back to Stamatilis. Golisano. Roberts. Going to be taken again by Golisano. Wigan touches off. Wigan last. Had a touch from the Sharks, but not to be. Golisano throws it in. Shiriaga again played out by Spirit. Of course, NPL New South Wales on Facebook, X, Instagram, and don't forget, full match reports after each game. About an hour afterwards, you'll be able to read up on this game. Today it's Tim Gibson who's writing it. He's in the corporate suite, so he's evaded us and in the corporate area. There's again possession for Chidiac, and Chidiac's going forward. Chidiac's got support. He's gone himself here. He's going to go back to Lobo. He does. Lobo goes back to Chidiac. Chidiac taking the challenge, and It will be a free kick going the way of Spirit. By the way, the overcast conditions continue to be the case. I wouldn't be shocked if we cop some rain later on this afternoon. Might not be in this game, but we will definitely cop some rain. Works it on, headed by Stamatellis. Now, Spirit couldn't do much with the ball. Did touch the Sharks last, so it will be a throw on this near side. David Perkovic just looking to see what his side can offer up. Of course, to the left of us is Perkovic. To the right is Stephen Zorich. It's actually funny to note as the ball drops down. Jackson tried to clear it away. And Chidiac tried to take a shot, bounced off Morich. Wilbur wants to cross in. Ball does go back to Chidiac. And McKinley. Vekic looms high. Now the whistle will be called with the Sharks play on the ground. He'll look to get back up. It's Ethan Beethan, I think he'll find. And he's not looking good. I think it might be ankle here. So it is the lower part of that foot. And he's not looking good, Ethan Bevan. And looking like it will be a change for Sutherland. Just checking to see, it might be Kukovsky that will be coming on. McCowan gives Roberts a drink. Just checking who Sutherland are going to bring on the pitch. Going to be Lindsay. So it's going to be Chris Lindsay is going to come on by the looks of it. He's ready to go. Bevan's limping off the field. Now the sub hasn't been officially made yet. But Bevan is on the ground, not looking good. So it looks like it will be Lindsay that will make his way on the field. So confirmation now. Bevan comes off and coming on is Lindsay.
Number 14, Chris Lindsay.
So now the ball goes over halfway. Roberts taking down the challenge. Throw goes the way of Spirit. Cornwell coming to the right. Long ball by Backmars, but doesn't do much really. So Lindsay coming off injury, so getting himself fit for this season. Didn't play last week, but he's back today. Stamatellis now working at left. Good skill, Jackson. And Jackson keeps going, Matt Jackson. Wanted to cross it in, but touched off Spirit. Will be a Sharks ball. Around the grounds, Football New South Wales YouTube, we can tell you the score between Sydney Olympic and St George City is at 0-0. Later tonight, Hills and Wanderers, St George and Blacktown. That's St George Saints. And tomorrow, coming your way, is Rockdale, Marconi, United and Wollongong, Apia, Central Coast. as that ball will bounce out. Actually, it's just out of the field of play. I thought it would have just gone out, but Marquez picked it up just an inch from going out. Cornwell. And on the left, it's Nicholas. Nicholas again, utilising the support. Good pass. Wigan utilised Whitworth, and now the ball down the right. Ball goes up to halfway. Taking down the challenge, Chidiac. Now goes the way of the Sharks. Vekic, out to Stamatellis. Up to halfway, Roberts can't do much with it. Nicholas now works it on. Lum loses possession. And now it's a shot from range, but Fernandez off skew. Misses it, and the score remains 0-0. Kukovski is warming up, so we expect him to come on shortly for the Sharks as Jackson wins possession. Chidiac still there. Chidiac plays it out. Will be a goal kick. So Kukovski jumping around. It's like a jack in a box. Out to see him come on. And it's going to be a double change too, because Max Green's about to come on. So the double changes are being made now. The Sharks. Roberts comes off. And coming onto the pitch, Kukovski. And the second change, the Shiriaga coming off and coming on, Max Green. So the two changes, they're being semaphore as we speak. I was just going to say before about the benches. It's funny how here in Australia, obviously, we go away on the left. On the right is home. Well, it's different for obviously the AFC matches where home is on the left and away is on the right. It's actually sometimes confusing, especially when you are ground announcing an A-League team and they're playing the AFC Cup and you're like, oh, they're not on that bench today, they're on the other bench. Just random, I know, but just important to note. So, Sharks come to the left. Morich has possession. Morich comes back and Jackson.
Coming off the pitch is number
Lindsay.
77, Levi Saragia, and coming onto the pitch is number 9, Max Green.
Stamatellis taken down. McKinley with the tackle. Vekic. Lindsay. Taro Katsuda. It's played out by Lindsay. So they'll be looking to set up again here, Spirit. Remember, they've got the man advantage. They come back to this left corridor. Wigan pass, and then The touch on was nice by McKinley. Back to Wigan. Wigan. It's a 2-on-1 against him. He goes back. Nicholas. Ball on by McKinley. Nicholas. Stamatella stops first time. Then Nicholas shoots at Wayward. And the score still 0-0. Nobody can crack the goal yet. Talking about cracking goals, and George City have cracked a goal. They lead Sydney Olympic 1-0. That game being played at Valentine due to the excess amount of rugby league and various things on Belmore Sports Ground. They had a double header yesterday, so wouldn't have been right to go for a football game. So they're playing on Valentine, and they're playing on the grass pitch too. Must note that as a shot is Wayward. Well, Bazookas, we're going to expect some roost from him. Just want to see this power he's got. He's such a good player, Bazookas. That challenge by Nicholas. No card. But he's on the ground still, Mason Fernandez. It's a half-time between St George City and Olympic. St George City lead 1-0. They've had most of the shots by the looks of it. 11 shots, 3 on target, 4 corners to 3. Only 1 shot by Sydney Olympic by the looks of it on the stats. And they've also got a man down in that game too. Red card was given. Watch those games on NPL action on Football New South Wales on YouTube. Kotaro Katsuda sets up an opportunity. Morich, and then trying to spin around, and oh geez, Max Green nearly had a goal. Max Green, he turned on a sixpence. And that was going higher than Joe Cocker. And the score remains 0-0. Sutherland, though. Kakowski wins the ball, taken down the challenge. Card will be given. Jared McKinley. Yellow card against him. Well, the fans, they say the darndest things, don't they? That's all I'm going to say. They say the darndest things. There's Colasano about to take this set piece. Stephen Lucas is on the spot to give the card. Colasano works it in. Far post. Save is made. On the spot straight away, Marquez. Played on from Cornwell, Wigan, Nicholas, Wigan, Lum, cleared away, Lindsay. So will be a throw on this near side. Really starting to heat up this game. Spirit with this man advantage, and look, I'll say with the man advantage. I'm confusing my words now because I'm saying man, not man. I think the big man is here or something. But the man advantage is going to help Spirit, or it should help Spirit. But you always do find teams down a man do play better. Must be about the psyche of, well, we actually have to play extra hard now, especially when it's nil all. You're like, we could still win this game. So you're doing your best, and also you get that space. Now, yeah, you're man down, but you get that space and attack. It sounds stupid, but you have to go with me in my weird theories of the week. As the ball is played on from Whitworth. Whitworth with the high pants. Chidiac. Whitworth crosses it in. McKinley punched away by Vekic. Katsuda back. Sutherland trying to set this up, but Spirit will have it on the spin around. Wigan couldn't do much with it. The Sharks now trying to go forward, but Lum was there to beat Max Green to the challenge as Gulisano trying to chip it up the line. Won by McKinley. Comes back. The touch on was nice to Wigan by Bouzoukas as now. He tried to have a shot a couple of times. He couldn't. Lewis Lobo. At the end, the foul goes the way of Sutherland. So 66 in. No score. Sutherland and Spirit. Football Near South Wales YouTube. Ball goes over halfway. Played up by Whitworth. Whitworth again. Stamatellis chested it down. Cleared away by Gulisano. Hit it. This is where they look smart here, but Katsuda straight away was able to cut McKinley. And now Sutherland. Kukowski won't get to it. Cornwell's the man who lets Marquez stop it. And he'll control things. Ball was played up the line by Nicholas. They look to build again. Cross comes in. Just couldn't do much with it. Jacob Chidiac. Cornwell. Gulisano. Good work by Nicholas. Oh, geez. It's about to escalate again here. Max Green, he made a challenge. And then the Sutherland player, Fernandez, was pushed down. It's going to escalate here, sir. It's going to escalate. There's push and shoves. Max Green. Oh, geez. That was close to being a Glasgow kiss on Whitworth. Oh, boy. Stephen Lucas will have to steady the ship. So what happened was Nicholas actually pulled down Fernandez after the challenge by Max Green. A red card has been given. It's Nicholas that's been given the red card. Whitworth is arguing the point. They're both down the 10. And that was in the similar position the red card in the first half on Jonty Bush was given. Isn't it mayhem here at Seymour Shore? Absolute mayhem going on. Whitworth, as I said, argued the point for a couple of moments going, oh, come on, but Stephen said no, he's going. So Nicholas is done. It's carnage out there, isn't it? Here come the Sharks. The pressure building up again. Spirit, though, they're going to still be trying. Kukowski has it on the right. He's going to try to cut one way. Goes on the inside, then taken down the area. No penalty given. Play on. Making a run, Wigan taking down the challenge. Kukowski will get a yellow. Well, it's a tough game out there. And to be honest, I think both coaches have to put the word of warning to their players going, we just need to call it. We need to spend a couple of minutes in the chili bin because it is getting hot. Too hot out there. It was a bad challenge in Wigan. There's no question about it from Kukowski, and it always had to be a yellow card, I should say. But the red card on Nicholas before the right call was made. Well, all I can say is I'm glad there's no blue card because it confused me even more. I can't work out red and yellow. Imagine if it was blue. But in the meantime, things start to cool down a little bit. Let's go through the tail of the tape of this game at the moment. And repeating the yellow cards in the game, it's James Kukowski for the Sharks. For Spirit, McKinley, Cornwell, Nicholas has got the red card, and Jonty Bush got the red card for Sutherland. So that's the situation. Yellow card to Jared Lum too. That's the other player that got the yellow. Played on by backmarks. Jeez, it's a crazy game out there. Lindsay will try to work it up the line. Does so. We'll see a substitution in the moment as well. Looks like Jesse Michelle's going to come on. Jesse Michelle. McKinley. Wigan, nice skill. Bazookas, back to Wigan. Wigan cuts back inside. Gets it on. Lum chips it wide. It wasn't a great shot by Chidiac. It comes in the middle. Bazookas back. Lum. Wigan on the left. Bazookas now calling for it. Wigan takes a shot deflected. Wigan comes back with possession. McKinley. Wigan. Settled down. Backmarks. Working it left. Lobo. And the ball will go out. Did touch the Sharks last, so it will be a corner on this near side. There is so much to digest in this game. It's been tasty, so substitution to be made. And it looks like it's going to be Burr. That might come on. Yeah, so Burr's going to come on. So there they go. We'll confirm that in the moment as Vekic came to push it away. Ball goes over the top and will be another corner, touching off the Sharks last. So Burr's going to come on. I mentioned before Michelle. Michelle also getting the bib off him. Just trying to work out who they're going to take off. I think it could be Whitworth as one of the players. Confirm that when the board does come up. Corner does come in. So Metellus can't get to it. Try to have a shot. Wigan bounces off Jackson. So Burr is about to come on. And it will be for Whitworth. So that will be the substitution when it does happen. Keeping a big eye on that as the corner now comes in again. Punched away by Vekic. Lobo. He plays it out, will be a goal kick. So here's the substitution. So Burr will make his way on. Whitworth comes off.
Substitution for NWS Spirits. Coming off the pitch is number 5, Bradley Whitworth, and coming onto the pitch is number 15, Braden Burr.
Okay, so what can Burr do? Can Burr be the man to set something up? Ex-Ranger. He's going to tell us. Ball is shut down. Spirit, Mazurkas. Lobo trying to work it on. It's cleared away by Golisano. It'll be Cornwell. Chidiac. The ball was played out by Jackson. So Michelle is set to come on. Jesse Michelle. And as the whistle's blown on another challenge, taken down was in Chidiac. Card, I think, came out. Did see it in his hands. So the yellow card was given. As the substitution is about to be made. Michelle coming off. Or coming on rather. Michelle coming on. And coming off will be in Bazookas. So Yanni Bazookas coming off.
Number 9, Yanni Bazookas. Coming onto the pitch is number 19, Jesse Michelle.
So it was Chris Lindsay, I think you'll find, with the yellow card as well. As now it's played away from Jackson. And another challenge, that will see another card. And a yellow card given. It's Max Green made the challenge. Bad challenge, wasn't it? Giving him a drink of water here. Still on the ground. A lot of cards in this game, isn't there? So, still just having a bit of a drink of water. He's going to get up here. Lum. He's up. He's ready to go. Well, you can't say it's been boring today, because it hasn't. It's been absolutely sterling. Stirring, I should say, not sterling. Ball's worked into the area. Drops down. Lum's got a chance! Touch shot the Sharks will be a corner. Both sides down to 10 men. This is almost goal wins territory. Let's hit it away. Jacob Chidiac, another substitution. Coming on is Jay McGowan, and coming off is Matthew Morridge.
Coming onto the pitch is number 11, Jay McGowan.
Great job by the fourth official. It's always hard when you've got the board that only does the one side. You have to make sure you do the whole ground so it can be seen, and doing a great job, the fourthie. Sam McGowan, what can he offer up here as Morich is done? This next 10 minutes, very intriguing. As I said, you've got the feeling it will be goal. The next goal wins, but you just never know what this game's going to bring. You really don't. It's been exciting as Vekic. Well, I tell you now, you'll be seeing this for the next couple of weeks. The opposition of the Sharks is taken down with Stamatellis by Michelle. You're going to see them up in the face of Vekic because of what happened last week. So you're going to be watching Vekic really making sure he's on top of his game. And look, very easy for teams to study something like that. It's a minor thing you look at, but beyond target Vekic is... It's played on by Green. McGowan's got a chance here. Oh, that is great work. They're able to clear it away only just, but he did a great job, Braden Burr. A really great job. That should have been a goal, but McGowan couldn't deliver the blow that the Sharks were looking for. Probably should have been a goal. There's a drop kick by Marquez. Goes over halfway. Max Green flicking it on for himself. Green has to do some work. Lindsay. He's got Stamatellis. So obviously they're playing 3 men at the back here. Sutherland. Katsuda's bypassed. Stamatellis has it. Colasano. Kukowski lets it go for Katsuda. Kataro spins it back inside. Wigan won it. Lobo has possession. Worked it on. Chidiac. And he's not going to get to it, Michelle. Fernandez. Gilisano. Katsuda. Gilisano. Over halfway. Wigan. Oh, jeez. Green, that's a second yellow too. I think he'll fine. I thought he already got a card. He's pleading, yes, there it is. So red card was a second yellow, and they're down to 9 men. Max Green's challenge on Cornwell. A second yellow. And Spirit about to make a change. Chenchi about to come on. So now Sutherland are down to 9 men. Coming off is going to be Jacob Chidiac. So Chidiac is off and Zachary Chenchi will come on. That will be the change. Just waiting on Cornwell. But that was a second yellow. So 2 yellows to Max Green. I knew when he made that challenge, I knew it was not looking good. And then the reason why I was a little bit hesitant, because I didn't see Stephen Lucas go straight away, but he checked his book and went, oh yeah, that's right. He already gave away a card 5 minutes ago. Well, there you go.
Substituting by NWS Spirit. Coming off the pitch is number 17, Jacob Chidiac. Coming onto the pitch is number 18, Zachary Chenchi.
So Chenchi comes on. Well, Spirit's got the advantage again. 9 men for Sutherland, 10 for Spirit. Though again, I'm not going to predict what's going to happen because this game has been the unpredictable. Well, we could end up seeing a hat trick for somebody in the next 5 minutes. That's how unpredictable this game is. As Cornwell works it on. The Sharks. Well, Michelle, he's about to take a strike. He did deflect off. If the Sharks can manage a point out of this, it would be big. If they can get a win, it'll be even bigger. Spirit, Ozil. There'll be a foul. Katsuda came across on Ollie Wigan. 1-0 still between St George City and Sydney Olympic. City leading that game at Valentine. Ball goes out for a throw on the near side for the Sharks. Hills Wanderers at 7 p.m. St George Saints and Blacktown at 7 p.m. There are 2 games coming our way tonight. Will Gotts has got what is shaping up to be an absolute beauty. Hills and Wanderers as Marquez punches it down. McGowan's taken down the challenge, tries to get back up. He tried to fall on the ball there. As play continues, Katsuda's won it. Katara now has to set up. He works it back inside. Kakovsky. Fernandez bounces off the back of Burr, and it's cleared away. Marquez booted it down. This game clearly just missing a goal, but it's bound to happen. As I said, 7 p.m, St George FC, Blacktown City, Illiton. David Feeney going to be calling that game. Jerry Russo will be writing the article, and should mention Justin Smith is going to be at Landon as well, writing the article for the game between Hills and Wanderers. And tomorrow, Sydney United and Wollongong. Jack Clifton calling it. The save is made by Vekic, and of course it will be the great Dom Cronady. Cronades. He'll be writing the article. His longest drive, he lives a minute away from the ground. And then, of course, Rockdale, Marconi and Illiton. Tony Tanous calling that game. Nicky Brock will be writing the article, and Sam Yeoman will be doing the social media. Of course, that is the match at around, so you can see the Insta stories and Facebook stories. And Apia and Central Coast at 4 p.m. Nicola Posnell will be calling the game. Meantime, this game, close to injury time. Can Spirit get the blow? Lum trying to get to it. Vekic made the save. Pressure. Kakovsky wins out. Kakovsky, he's got a chance. Marquez makes the save. He made large. It did bounce out. Will be a corner for the Sharks, but still, he was large there, Marquez. But Kakovsky nearly got the goal. Lasano to take the corner, will be an outswinger. Trying to clear it away, Spirit. Good job by McKinley. Jackson. Stamatellis is up. He chested it down. He's got control here. Mitchie works it on. The Sharks on the charge here. Cross came in. Kakovsky can't control. Chanchi works it back. Spirit. Warble. Well, Kakovsky, a great effort by him. Fernandez works it on. Then the touch by Lindsay. Fernandez going to the left to Jackson. We're in the 90th. Jackson working it on. Nice ball. Jackson. Can he cross it in? No. It will be a goal kick. But McGowan, a nice ball. Spirit. They'll be looking for this now with 5 minutes of additional time.
5 minutes added on.
At minimum. This is going to be amazing. The Spirit, they know they need to get the goal now. It's not going to be the prettiest win if either side get the goal, but be 3 points nonetheless. McGowan will be on to this. Did touch off Wigan. Throw for Sutherland. Lum. Put it up to the sky. Headed down by Cornwell. Katsuda. Cornwell smashes it back. Lindsay was held upon, so it will be a foul going the way of the Sharks. Sutherland with Stamatilis. Lindsay works it up over halfway. McGowan tries to get to it. Marquez is there. Bowls it down. Wigan on the right. He's got support. Cornwell going wide. Burr. Bukowski is going to really do a job here to get the ball as best as he can. He tries to again, but it was one. Michelle goes towards the area. Katsuda is able to win the ball. Works it wide. McGowan's on the chase. Wigan on the chase. McGowan won the initial challenge by a head. It was played out by Spirit, so it will be a throw on the outer side. Throw taken. Wigan plays it back. Stamatilis bringing it forward. Bukowski can't get to it. Great work by Burr. Burr's got support. Michelle, well, it's chipped inside by Michelle. Chinchi was looking for it as well. As here's a shot! Oh, Lewis Lobo. No, he couldn't. Ball goes over halfway, or to halfway I should say, not even over halfway. Dropped short. Throw taken by Burr. Backmars. Time ticking in this one. Cleared away. Fernandez has played well on this one. Lum to take the throw. Throw taken. It's gone out for a corner. So Sutherland getting a touch on that. Spirit. You've got the feeling that they've got the chance here. Corner comes in by Lum. Drops down. Oh, Stamatilis has to clear. He does. goes out a corner again. Lum to take this. Outswinger. Cornwall heads it. Goes out for a goal kick. Well, looks like it's going to be a draw here. Just looking likely now, isn't it? There's a bit of time left, but not much really. Stephen Lucas looks around. Vekic. Walk to clear. And that's it. A draw between Sutherland and Spirits. And to be honest, for Sutherland, they'll treat that like a win with the 2 red cards against them. While for Spirit, I think they'll rue the opportunities they had. Sutherland had their chances as well, there's no question about it. It ends up being a 0-0 result at full time. Let's go through the cards of this game. Kakovsky, a yellow. Chris Lindsay, a yellow. A double yellow for Max Green, so red card by virtue. Jonty Bush got the red card in the first half. For Spirit, McKinley, yellow. Cornwell, yellow. Lum, yellow. Nicholas, red. And that's the way it reads. Sydney Olympic are playing St George City as we speak. City lead 1-0. You can watch that game with Alex Molchanoff. Hills Wanderers at 7 p.m. Will the Adonis Scots has got that game covered for you. St George Saints and Blacktown. Dave Feeney's got that one. And you'll be able to see that game between Saints and Blacktown. And then tomorrow, Rockdale Marconi. Tony Tanus is on the mic for that game. Sydney United and Wollongong. Jackie Clifton's got that game covered. And Apia and the Central Coast Mariners. That will be called by Nicola Posner. So that's what's happening. The games ahead on NPL action in New South Wales. And Football New South Wales on YouTube. Next week, it's going to be a big test. Sutherland play Blacktown. Landon will be there for that game. And Spirit, they've got Marconi at Marconi. Mulchy's got that game covered for you. But repeating full time, 0-0 in what was a crazy game at Seymour Shore. Bye for now.